Flags are raised. And that off. The second grade one is the Dooley Insurance Group champion Novice Chase. Over 3 miles, 1 furlong, and 17 fences. Is just landing in the lead at the sole English runner, Don't Rightly Know, from Balyburn. Handy is Kiely as they go towards the second fence, the first of 3 ditches. Don't Rightly Know and Balyburn, followed by Gorgeous Tom, who landed in third. On the inside is Kiely, out wide, Still a Story, and then Impaire Et Passe, Lecky Watson, Ile Atlantique dropped out. Turning out of the back straight, having jumped 2, and it is Don't Rightly Know, and Harry Cobden going along the lead from Balyburn and Paul Townend. Just third is Gorgeous Tom, Dad O'Keefe from Still a Story, and Danny Gilligan, and then Kiely, Danny Mullins, Impaire Et Passe, JJ Slevin. It's the jump fence 3, Ile Atlantique blundered in last. Patrick Mullins had to sit well. Onto the fence before the straight, the 4th. Don't Rightly Know, Balyburn, followed by Gorgeous Tom, the winner at last year's festival, as they jumped this 4th fence before the straight. And Kiely in 4th, Still a Story, followed by Lecky Watson, Impaire Et Passe, and Ile Atlantique. Turning in for the next 2, 5 and 6. This long distance Dooley Insurance Group champion Novice Chase. Straightening on up with the noseband, it is Don't Rightly Know, the leader from Balyburn in the red cap, followed by Gorgeous Tom. To the outside is Still a Story as they take fence 5. Lecky Watson down there brings down stable companion Impaire Et Passe. Up quickly was JJ Slevin, and joined now by Sean O'Keefe. Final fence next time. Sticky in second was Balyburn. It is Don't Rightly Know, the leader from Gorgeous Tom, Balyburn, little between them for second and third. 3 lengths to Still a Story, and then Kiely, Ile Atlantique, the back marker by 4 lengths. The circuit in front of them, 11 more fences left to jump. And it is Don't Rightly Know, who's moved over this way. Balyburn in the center, to the inside is Gorgeous Tom. It's the jump fence number 7. Gorgeous Tom, followed by Still a Story, Kiely and Ile Atlantique. They climb to fence number 8. Don't Rightly Know, leaning off the bend, has allowed Balyburn to close up on the inner. Then Gorgeous Tom, Still a Story, Kiely, Ile Atlantique. Over that fence, bringing them down towards the halfway stage. The Dooley Insurance Group champion Novice Chase. And it's Don't Rightly Know, Harry Cobden on the outside of Balyburn, and Paul Townend on board the favourite, who now go on to lead. Then Gorgeous Tom and Dad O'Keefe, Still a Story, Danny Gilligan, Kiely, Danny Mullins, and still observing from last place, Ile Atlantique and Patrick Mullins. The next of the ditches, which is fence number 9, and it is Balyburn who just rose first from Don't Rightly Know. Gorgeous Tom, Still a Story, Kiely, and Ile Atlantique. Tightening up a little bit. Next to the 2 fences, the bottom of the track. And Ile Atlantique goes at the back. So now just 5 left in it, with another 7 fences to jump. And the clear leader now by 2 lengths is Balyburn. From Don't Rightly Know, Gorgeous Tom, Still a Story joined for 4th by Kiely. As a depleted field approached the first of 3 fences down the far side. Nearing their point of departure, Patrick Mullins has walked away. It's Balyburn, the leader, from Don't Rightly Know, Gorgeous Tom, Still a Story, and Kiely. Fence which was their first. 6 out on that occasion. Balyburn heads towards the last ditch. Leading Don't Rightly Know, Gorgeous Tom, Kiely, Still a Story to the outside. Last of 3 in the back straight. Balyburn rejoined by Don't Rightly Know, Gorgeous Tom, Kiely, Still a Story. They've really tightened up. 5 furlongs to go and 4 more fences left to jump. Balyburn off the back straight. Leads Natalie, Don't Rightly Know. Stellar Story into third. Champ Kiely relegates Gorgeous Tom to be last of the quintet. With 4 fences to jump. Balyburn, the leader, goes back into an advantage of over 2 lengths. 4 fences from the finish. Balyburn, Don't Rightly Know, Stellar Story, Champ Kiely and Gorgeous Tom now shaken up with 3 more fences to jump. Balyburn, Don't Rightly Know, continuing the leading pair, albeit interchanging positions at intervals throughout the race. And then Stellar Story, Champ Kiely, Gorgeous Tom. 3 out. Stellar Story stepped at that. Balyburn now being wound up on the home bend. From Don't Rightly Know, Champ Kiely edging closer. Stellar Story is struggling to lie up with them in 4th. Gone on from Gorgeous Tom. Balyburn straightens for the final 2 fences. Pursued now by stable companion Champ Kiely. Then Don't Rightly Know, Stellar Story and Gorgeous Tom. Coming to the second last. It's Balyburn up and over from Champ Kiely on the outside, who's mounting a challenge as they race to the final fence. These 2 have it between them, and Champ Kiely has taken Balyburn. Coming to the final fence, and it's Champ Kiely gone on. Final fence is Champ Kiely, the leader from Balyburn. Back in third is Stellar Story, and on the run in, it is Champ Kiely bouncing back to form, and the long-distance Dooley Insurance Group champion Novice Chase has down clearly Balyburn. Stellar Story in third.
Yes, Willie Mullins joins me now. The landing is second, grade 1 of the afternoon, the Dooley Insurance Group. With what looked the apparent outsider of the string.
That's right, but Paul, I think, rode him the last day and he got off from when he said he needed it. And, but it looked like he had to ride Balyburn, didn't he? And rode him with different tactics, and he just didn't jump well enough, I think. That's all. He just probably 3 miles over. The trip is no problem, but just not a natural steeplechase jumper.
Does that suggest, reading between the lines, that that'll be chasing finish with him back over hurdles next season?
I would say there'll be a lot of thought put into that, and at the moment I'd say that's the feeling. That if he's not good enough in novice company to jump well enough in novice company, you're into open company next year. Bigger job, harder job. So maybe, we know he jumps hurdles fantastically, and there might be a gap in the staying hurdle division for him.
And he was just a bit sticky, a bit careful, wasn't having a cut at his fence.
Exactly, yeah. And when he's free going between these fences, and then you have to squeeze him down to the fences, so you're giving the horse the signals that to go faster. And it doesn't work, because you want him to relax. If you're going to stay 3 miles, you want him to relax. Whereas over hurdles, he can keep it up and jump and not lose ground.
Trip-wise, are you certain that he got home? My first impression, maybe just ran out of petrol a little bit.
Well, they were going very fast in front. Was it Harry Cobden's horse or the mare on the outside? They were going a fair lick. She couldn't stick it. She, I think, dropped away about the second last. And some of the others were Danny could see what was going on, and it's lovely when you're riding an outsider. You can ride it's much easier to ride a race from behind, watching what's going on, and he just said he was going to keep his powder dry and have 1 pounce at Balyburn over the last, and it worked.
That's his second grade 1 of his career. He won the Lawlers a couple of seasons ago as a novice hurdle, or step up and trip 9 days after, as you say, what looked like he needed the run.
Yeah. Well, Paul surprised me when he got off and said I think he needed it, and so we said we'd run him back here and take our chance, and looked like he was right. Because he doesn't carry a lot of condition, and I'm looking at him, and I don't think there's a lot that I don't want to train him too hard, because there's a lot of, you can't just, when a horse is late, you just can't keep training him, So it suited him maybe a quick run and then let him run back.
And obviously opens up more options now for next season with that trip that he's got so well today.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Factor file before we talk about the bumper horses. Back in trip.
Yes, it is. It's an experiment to see. We know he jumps as well as a 2-miler. We think he does anyhow. He's a huge long stride. It's interesting to see how he copes with them today. But I think he's every chance.
Great stuff. Finally, the bumper upcoming. You have 4 in the Goff's Defender bumper. You have a great record in this, including Copic de Board's half brother.
Yes, yeah, he's a nice horse. I don't think he's as good as Copic de Board, but there are probably very few horses around that are as good as him. we've some really nice horses in the race, and I see Simon Muneer and Isaac Swade have 3 runners, but and one of them has won a point. Leaders there. What does Jodie ride? She rides Mohan Buchel. I think that goes well at home. It's probably going to be the fittest looking of all of ours. And Sea Bloom, nicely bred horse. Charlie Mullins rides that. Hopefully it'll run well. And is that? Oh yes, Wonderful Every Day. By Goliath de Burley out of Daring Rose. I think that goes well at home, very fit looking as well. So they all have each way chances, and who knows in a race like this, a very open race.
Good stuff. Well done so far, and I no doubt we'll be talking to you again before the evening's out.
Hopefully. That'll be great. Thanks very much. Cheers.
Danny Mullins with me. He's being offered the complimentary water. He said he wasn't sure if he needed it. Obviously it wasn't hard enough work.
No, in fairness, I knew I could see plenty of the carnage behind me, horses dropping away. And I heard a kerfuffle. I looked around to see Ile Atlantique had gone as well. And from halfway down the back, I knew I was going to play a big part in this race. And it was just a case of keeping a jumping rhythm from there.
So, all right, forgive me for talking about another horse. What was your view of Paul and Balyburn and how that was developing in front of you?
Jumped sticky early, but once we got past the winning post, he got into a nice rhythm. And from there, maybe early I was trying to be off his tail, but once he'd found the rhythm, I was quite happy to be on his tail, knowing he was probably the one I had to beat in the race. And I thought he'd found his rhythm early enough that he'd give me a lot to think about. And in fairness to him, he's bounced back to run with great credit after a disappointment of Cheltenham. And, he probably settled and enjoyed it a lot more today, so he'll gain confidence from that. But I'm happy I've got the better of him.
And you thought you had him. You looked confident, put it that way.
Yes, I thought I was. Typical Paul, he'd saved a bit off the bend. I thought I'd move up maybe a fraction easier, and he quickened again, the old fox. But my lad put his head down between the last two and a good jump sealed it.
Yeah, I think we described it just off air. Look, he's just skipped clear, your lad. He looked like he had loads left.
That's it, and I think that might be his first run over that trip, and maybe that's where you're going to see the best of him.
So you beat him last time, 9 days ago, when he was disappointing with Spindlebury.
I did.
And I mean, that was a bit of a surprise. But Willie suggested just before, maybe he felt he'd come on for that run.
Yes, where Fairyhouse, I think the race probably fell apart early, and Paul was in a difficult position where Champ Kiely wasn't attacking that day. And it never flowed in a rhythm like he can grind it out, where that maybe left a little bit in the tank for today. Willie has been brave enough to pitch up again 9 days later, and it's paid off, where normally I've won on this fella before and I'd attack on the front end over shorter trips, but a slight change in tactics today over this trip I think has brought out maybe a career best.
It certainly looks that way. How did the ground feel out there on that chase course anyway?
They've done a great job on it. It's lovely jumping ground, good to yielding ground, getting their toe into it. You'd do well to complain for any horse. It's not fast, it's not slow, it's fair racing ground, and the Punchestown have a great mat of grass on it, and that's what you want for championship racing. And
because you're in this heat here, and I think you're automatically thinking quickening all the time. But the times to suggest that, as you say, it's not it's not rattling by any stretch.
No, like if in this place here, if the temperatures get very high, it can get quick, but Punchestown are wise to that, and they've got a fantastic growth of grass there which is holding the moisture in the ground. And even if you've got good horses running in later in the week, there's no need to worry. You turn up and you have fair racing.
3 wins in 9 days, all grade ones. That's the way to do it. Simple.
It'd be nice.
Big race rider, Danny Mullins.
It's brilliant. I love riding under pressure, and thankfully I get to deliver on some of these good horses, and hopefully there's plenty more big winners in me.
There will be. Well done.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.